Hello, online crew, and welcome to my lounge room where I'm sitting in front of the fire. I've sort of woken up today a bit tired, a bit grumpy, a bit over things, and I was sitting by the fire and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go live up here. So, my little setup that I normally go live from is actually downstairs, and it's cold down there. It's winter in Australia. So, I didn't want to do that today. Just to fill you in with my evening last night, I'm desperately trying to finish off my presentation for speaking at Digital Networker Live in Las Vegas next week. So I've got my passport. If you haven't caught up with that, I've finally got my passport where I've got my visa to get into the US. So that's all good. Oh, I got alerts going on. So I'm trying to finish off my presentation. And I'm sitting there last night trying to finish off my presentation that I'm going to be speaking on stage with. And I just get noises, if you just heard that, like ding, 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 ding in my email. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? I was late last night. And this has been happening for months. I'm not sure if you've heard me talk about this before, but I'm being targeted by some spammers for fraudulent credit cards. So what they do is they have a whole list of, well, they're not fraudulent credit cards. I guess they're stolen numbers, stolen credit cards. And they're using one of my sign-ups to test the credit cards. And if the payment goes through, then they have a hell of a time going shopping. And the payments are getting through. They should be blocked. So I've got to refund and cancel every single one of them individually, and it's a pain in the behind, and I haven't had much sleep, so here we are. So that's my little gripe, just being real raw and honest with you. Sometimes the online world brings forward stuff like that, like people, spammers, comments, fraudulent credit card payments, that kind of stuff. It's just some of the stuff that you deal with in the online world. You just do the best that you can. But what we're here to talk about today is 2 easy ways for you to get engagement off social media. And I know some of you, say, oh, I post stuff out, but I don't get much engagement on social media. So I want to share with you a couple of things that you can do to help boost that. Hi, mate. How you going? One of my teenage boys just got up and walked into the kitchen. So I want to talk about that today. So if anyone's new here, if we haven't met before, my name's Helen Martin. There's no hat today. I'm not feeling much like a captain today, but I'm still here with you to share some value with you guys, because I think sometimes we just need to strip it back a little bit and just think about the basics of what we can do on social media instead of all the fancy stuff that you're trying to learn. And this is what I'm talking about today. So I'll get onto that in a minute. But yeah, if we haven't met before, my name's Helen Martin, and I help entrepreneurs, home-based business owners, direct sellers, social sellers use modern social media strategies to build their business online, but with real integrity. So being a human before you're a marketer. If that's something important to you, then you're in the right place, because that's something that's really, really important to me, that I build with integrity and that I am a human before I'm a marketer. And that's what I'm sort of talking about today with engagement sort of strategies. Before I get into that though, what did I just do? I dropped my mouse. It popped something up on my screen. We'll get rid of that. I'll just say hello to a few people. I've got my mouse on my leg, so this isn't working very well. Hello, Facebook user. How are you? Hello, Cherie. Good to see you on. We've got Steve. We've got Merla. We've got Donna. We've got Laurie. How are you all? So sorry it's happening again. We will eventually find a solution. Olive is that person that I message and go, Olive, it's happening again. You need to help me. And she does all the troubleshooting for me. So I couldn't get through this without Olive. So just give Olive a shout out, everyone. She's very helpful to me. I'm so sorry you're having to deal with this on top of everything else. And it's like, I think I talked to you guys last week about, when sometimes you feel like, well, what else is gonna come at me? Testing my resilience, but I can get through anything. So it's our outlook that matters. Just heard Harley's collar. Yeah, well, he moved. He was sitting down here next to me, and he must have thought, you're disturbing my peace. I better move. Harley's my dog, if you didn't know. Hello, Dan. How are you? Hello, Joanne. Good to see you on. So there's Harley's collar. So I've scared him off. So what I do want to mention to you guys before I get into the content for today, if you do not have a virtual ticket for Digital Networker Live, the event that I'm traveling all the way to Las Vegas to speak at next week, you need to click on the link above, or if you can't see it, depending where you're watching from, go to attractionmarketing.com/Helen. There's a $200 discount for a few days on the virtual tickets. Now, at this event that I'm speaking at, the headline act is Ray Higdon. If you don't know who he is, multiple $1 million earner in this space, massive trainer for people with home-based business owners. John and Nadia Melton, Marina Simone, Tanya Eliza, Bryn Lang, the list just goes on. Now, some of those people you might not know, but what I will tell you is they're all very, very successful online business owners, network marketers, and they are sharing the best of what's working in their business. I've seen the lineup, like I know what they're talking about, and this is the digital marketing event of the year. And there's a $200 discount off virtual tickets. So click on the link above if you can see it. If you can't see it, Ollie, can you just turn that down, mate, please? Just go to attractionmarketing.com/Helen and have a look at the lineup, have a look at the speakers, have a look at who they are. So if you want to learn the latest and the greatest, I'm excited to not only speak on stage, but okay, all right. It's school holidays in my part of the world, so the kids are home. And not only speak on stage, but I'm going to be sitting in the room, like learning from all these amazing people and what they're sharing that's working in their businesses right now. I know there's strategies that people are sharing on stage that are really working well in their businesses, and you're going to learn all of that. So if you can't get to Vegas and party with me and have a margarita with me in person or a gin and tonic, I'll take either, then get the virtual ticket and get the recordings if you can. But there's a massive discount just for a few days. And that's all on the link, okay? attractionmarketing.com/Helen. So I really encourage you to take that seriously, because it's been years since we've been able to get a room of people of that caliber together at the one event, giving you all their golden nuggets. Like, it's just crazy. You'd be crazy not to get a ticket if you're not going in person. So just wanted to share that with you, because I just don't want you guys to miss that opportunity. I know I'm pumped. I'm pumped for the lineup. I'm pumped for what I'm going to learn from the other speakers, let alone being there myself, having the opportunity to speak on stage. So get your tickets. Okay. Joanne, you know Ray Higdon? Good. Yeah, Cherie, shout out to Ollie. So glad Helen has you. I agree. Laurie, can't wait. Already have my designated notebook for the event. Awesome. Laurie, I can't wait to see you and meet you actually in person. Laurie's part of like one half of my online crew concierge team. Beth is the other half. And I've never met them. I've never met them in person, and that's about to change. Laurie and I are actually going to meet in person at Vegas next week. So excited for that, Laurie. So let me get to the content. If you don't have a really big audience, and this is something I say all the time, so this is not new, but I really want to get this through to you, because when you start doing it, you will notice a big difference. But for anything in life, whether that's losing weight or exercising more, getting fitter, whatever, it takes effort. Social media is no different. You have to put the effort in. Now, a lot of you think you're putting in effort because you're attending training after training after training, and you're learning and you're learning and you're learning, and you're thinking. You are thinking a lot about your business. You're thinking a lot about the things that you should be doing. You're thinking a lot about how you can build your business, but you're not doing what's important every day. So there's two things that you can do every single day without much thought. It's really easy to do, that I guarantee you will boost your algorithm. When you boost your algorithm, more people are going to see your content. So when, the thought that you are putting into your content, your stories and things like that, more people are going to see it. You're going to give yourself more opportunities when you do these two things. Okay. So what am I talking about? For 30 days straight. 30 days straight. Are you up to a challenge for doing something for 30 days straight on social media? Because if you do this for 30 days straight, I guarantee you'll have more conversations, you'll have more connections, you boost your algorithm, more people will see your content, but you have to put the work in to get the outcome. So you have to give more love on social media to get more love, that kind of thing. Okay, so do these two things. Now work this in, these two things that I'm about to share with you, work these things into your day with whatever's going to work for you. So some of you still work full time and you're really behind the 8 ball and you're not doing anything because you're exhausted or you don't have time or you're too busy or whatever. You have to make time. I am absolutely flat out. I haven't finished my presentation from Vegas. I'm cleaning up fraudulent. Oh, Harley just sat on my mouse. Hang on. Weird things just happened to my screen. Do you want to say hello, Harley? Hey, you guys haven't seen Harley for a while. Yes, Harley. Say hello to everyone, Harley. Hello. So Harley, if you don't know, Harley is a Puggalia. So he's not 100% pug, although he looks like one. Hello to everyone. He's mainly pug and he's got a bit of Cavalier in him. So I'll just move the mouse so that doesn't happen again. Sorry, squirrel moment. Where was I? Oh, the mouse has still done that. Hang on. Maybe I should just stick to my normal setup instead of, yeah, anyway. So he's getting big. He's actually not grown for a long time, maybe just because he's on the screen like that, but he's been that size for a long time. Anyway, back to topic. I've had a squirrel moment and now I've forgotten what I'm talking about. So let me get that back on track. 2 things that you can do to increase engagement. So I do recommend you do this for 30 days straight because a lot of people I find rely on attraction marketing. And they're like, I'm going to learn how to do curiosity posts. I'm going to do reels. I'm going to do stories. I'm going to put a lot of content out there. And you just expect people to come. And you're doing a lot of training. You're learning all the things. And, that's great. But you're not taking as much action. And I just remembered exactly where I was. So whatever time you've got in your day. So, you've just got to make the time. It's like, that's what I was saying. Like, I'm really flat out at the moment. I'm way behind the 8 ball. We're leaving in a few days. I've still got so much to do. I've got teenage boys to, organize with families. My kids are staying with 3 different families, each separately over the time we're away. Like, there's just a lot on, but I will never not be here with you. You guys are my priority, sharing value with you guys. So what I'm about to share with you, think of it in that same way. This is one of those things that it doesn't matter what's going on in your world. This is one of the things that you want to do every day. And if you've only got 15 minutes, fine, just do your 15 minutes, but do it. Okay, so no excuses. If you want the result, you want more connections, you want more conversations, you want more results in your business, you can achieve that by doing, a couple of little things, but do it every day. Okay, so the first thing is you need to consistently be more sociable on social media. And you're probably sitting there going, yeah, well, of course, Helen. How many of you every day have got dedicated time in your DMO for just being sociable on social media? And take it a step further. How many of you are being strategic with that? And particularly on Facebook, putting people that are on your radar or people on your friends list on actually friends of yours on a list, and you just network with those people because you don't want to network with Auntie Joe or Betty or Auntie Betty or people that are just not going to be interested in your business, or you've approached them before and they're just not the right person. So when you put people on a list and you network with just those people on that list, your time is actually far more effective. Do you see where I'm coming from with this? You want to network and be a lot more sociable every single day with people. It's like, this is how it plays out on social media. And some of you don't realize this. If you walked into a room, so you've been invited to an event and you walk into the room and you say nothing. So there's lots of people having conversation and you just stand at the back of the room. I won't be long, mate. Oh, I thought you went with Dad. God, both boys are here. I didn't even know. Another squirrel moment. Sorry. So you're at a party. You're in a room, and you say nothing. You're standing at the back of the room, but you've got something to say. So like on social media, when you want to talk about your business or a product or something like that. So you've been really, really quiet on social media, and then after some hours where you've said nothing to nobody, you're just that person that's sort of been really quiet and distant in the background, and then you go and stand in the middle of the room and go, I've got something that you all need. You need to buy my stuff. What's everyone at that event or that room, what's the impression that that's going to create from everybody else watching around? Do you think they're all going to go, oh, yeah, awesome. I've been talking to you all night. You sound really interesting. I'd be really keen to know what it is that you're talking about. Or you're that person you've been standing in the middle of the room. So at the back of the room, you've said nothing. And then you suddenly go, I've got something to say. That's what it's like on social media. When you sit back and you scroll and you say nothing, but you look, and then you put out a curiosity post or a post or suddenly something in your stories. Look what I've got. Look what I've got. You need some of this. It's like, what the hell? It doesn't work like that on social media. So here's what you want to do. You want to be social on social media. You want to have those conversations at the party. You want to build the respect, the trust, the likability. Just the likability alone will help you. Just being sociable. So when you've got something to say, people are listening instead of going, what the hell? So that requires you to be more social on social media. Okay, that's the one thing. So do that consistently for 30 days, just 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever you've got. Go and be really sociable on social media, comment, like, love, all the things. If you're really strategic about it, go through your friends list and put whoever. So get rid of Auntie Betty and Mary Jo and all the people that you've disqualified from being interested in your business. Put all the other people on a Facebook list and then go to that list and network with those people. So be strategic about it. So you can just go to social media and network with anybody and everybody if you want to. That's a good start. If you want to be a little bit more strategic and intentional about it, then go and put some people on a Facebook list, a prospecting list. If you don't know what I mean, you're missing a major feature on Facebook regarding, getting people that are just a friend of yours onto what we call a list. And you can have a prospecting list. You could have a product prospecting list. You could have a business prospecting list. And then you just network with those people because they're on your radar. Okay? So you're just being more sociable. The second thing, and I tell you, this is what our industry is all about. We're in a relationship business. We're in a business where we need to build genuine connections, is deliberately give compliments. Go to people's, content. Harley, don't knock the table over. Deliberately go to people's content and find something to leave something really positive around. And maybe it's a photo of somebody. They put a selfie and they're just sharing something, and you could say, you look really pretty today. You look great today, or I love this or that, or what a great photo. That's amazing. People love to be noticed. So it doesn't take a lot for you to make people feel good by giving compliments. So give more compliments and actually be really nice to people, because that puts you on their radar. Because not enough people in this world, in this lifetime, in 2022, at the timing of this video, not enough people are really nice on social media. Most people are like taking from social media, not giving on social media. So it's not that hard just to set 15 minutes aside, 30 minutes aside, something like that, and just deliberately have on your radar, who can I say nice things to today? Because it will help you stand out from the crowd. It will help build the likability. It will help build the trust. It will help build the the know, like, and trust factor. Put yourself on people's radar for the right reasons. Don't put yourself on somebody's radar for having a spammy post on social media because you're selling something. And if you do too much of the one thing, people get sick of it. So if you're that person that does 1 million before and after pictures all the time on your personal profile, before and after, it wears thin. So do it sparingly. I'm not saying don't do it, but too much of the one thing in your business. So some of you are thinking you're doing attraction marketing and you're sharing the journey, but it's like, okay, enough already. So the two things, and do this every day for 30 days. Who's up for the challenge? Every day for 30 days, whatever time frame fits for you. Be more sociable on social media, generally. A step further is be strategic about it, particularly on, like, it's a Facebook feature. Put people on a Facebook list and just network with those people. Like, be strategic about who you're being social with. Put people on a list. How do you organize yourself? Who did the lead generation boot camp with me a few months ago? In August, when I get back from Vegas, I'm going to do a lead generation boot camp 2.0. We're going to go through it again. You need to be on that boot camp if you're not doing these kind of things every day and having people on your radar every day and looking at people that are looking at you. Different conversation. We had a great conversation about that last night in the coaching community, for those of you that want to catch that replay. But just, people, I've said this a lot in the last couple of days. I think I said it on Clubhouse, definitely said it on our coaching community Zooms yesterday. People take actions on emotions. People will buy from you when you make them feel good. People will buy from you when they trust you because you've given them a bit of attention, or you've given them a bit of love, or you've given them a compliment and they've remembered you. Or they told you something 6 months ago and you've sent them a message saying, oh, it's just your name popped into my head last night. I was just thinking about whatever, how's such and such going? They'll be blown away that you even remember a detail from months ago. When you get really good at networking, you remember what people tell you, and you'll use that to your advantage to network with people and connect with people genuinely, because people are, we're human beings at the end of the day, and we all have emotions. And are there people in your world that, like, I'm sure somebody would come to mind right now when I say to you, do you have people in your world that just, you feel supported by them? You know they've got your back. You know that you just know that they're, somebody that you want to be around. You know that they're just a really nice, genuine person. Like, did somebody pop into your head right then? There are people in your life that you will gravitate towards, that you will trust, that you will buy things from because you know, like, and trust them. So when you're more sociable on social media, and on top of that, not just being social and saying hello, but actually going out of your way to give people compliments and make them feel good and give them really encouraging, positive comments on social media, they will remember you before they remember somebody else, because not enough people are doing it out there. So who's up for it? 30 days straight. One, set a time frame. One way I like to put it is put a couple of songs or a few songs or favorite songs, and when the song list is over, finish it so social media doesn't exhaust you, because this is the kind of stuff none of you want to do, because you spend so much time in social media and it's like, oh, I'm talking to all these people and I'm building relationships, but I'm not getting any sales. So you have to limit the time frame that you do this, because it does take time to build relationships. And I'm not for a minute suggesting you get stuck in the friend zone with a million people on social media and you've been talking to a million people for a year and you've never made a sale. It means you don't know how to ask the right questions. You haven't, asked the leading question quick enough. Like, there's strategies around that to build your business, but you've got to start with the know, like, and trust factor. And if you want more people to see your content, you want more people to see your stories, you want to get more engagement, you need to give more engagement first. Once you've got it and the algorithm is working in your favor, then you can continue that on. But you've got to earn it in the beginning. So if your engagement is crap, you put something out there and no one comments on it, you're probably not being sociable enough. You're not being human enough. Those of you that have got a business page, how much are you showing up on your business page? How many times are you sharing a selfie of yourself on your business page, sharing something personal as well as leading with value? All of that kind of stuff. So I recommend 30 days straight, be more sociable and go out of your way to give people compliments and see what happens. It'll happen in front of your eyes within 24 hours. You will see somebody's content that you've never seen before because you engage with somebody new. You'll suddenly see their stories popping up in your stories and you've never seen a story of theirs before. This is how the algorithm works. Watch it play out, guys, and watch your conversations grow and watch those relationships build. It's simple, but this is the stuff that a lot of people are missing in this industry. So if you haven't got a flock of people coming to you every day going, oh, what is it that you do and can I buy your stuff? I recommend that you test this strategy out. Okay, I'm just going to check in on a couple of comments with my mouse on my knee here. I'm actually getting really hot here. Can you tell? Let me go back a little bit. I love it when I automatically wave back at my screen. You had 2 points you wanted us to know about to do every day. Yep, I've shared those. Hi, Janine. Great to see you on. I need to do so much better. I'm taking back to parenting myself, as you mentioned one day, light bulb moment. So thanks for that comment, Cherie. Last week, I spoke about how, we parent children to do the right thing, and sometimes we need to parent ourselves to do the right thing. Okay, how do I build that trust? How do I build relationships? It takes a very long time, doesn't it? It does take time, Joey, but how are you showing up on social media? If I scanned your personal profile right now, Joey, what would I learn about you? Would I learn that you're somebody who is inspirational and motivational? Would I learn that you're in a business of some kind? Would I learn a tip from you? Would you educate me on something? Would I learn about your family? How are you showing up? That's how you build likability. That's how you build trust. You share, you educate, you empathize, you get real, you be vulnerable, you be authentic. I've shared with you guys before. Some of you know I teach a class at the local gym on a Monday morning, and I have a lady that attends the class and she's blind. It still blows me away that she can lift weights and she can't see. But she said something to me a few weeks ago that stuck with me, and she said something about something she saw on my social media, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder how she can even see that when she can't see. But they've got their means and ways to absorb content. And she said, I just love following your profile. I just love some of the inspirational stuff that you share. So your content creates an impression. So if I scanned your personal profile, Joey, what impression would you create for me? What would I learn about Joey? Would I look at your personal profile and go, Joey looks like a cool family man. Joey looks like, somebody who's inspirational. Oh, that's a great tip that Joey just shared. I might continue to follow Joey because he's got some good information here and he seems like a cool guy. So you create it with your content, and also by being sociable and letting people know that you're there. Connect with a lot more people, Joey, and be nice and be sociable and give people compliments, and you get a lot more people on your radar thinking, oh, that's a really nice comment from Joey. That's how you build relationships. We do it in person. You go to a social event, you stand next to somebody you don't know, and you go, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. What do you do? And nobody does it on social media. They go straight to the chase. So we've got to do a lot more of that. Okay. Joey, so do I just go into all my friends' personal pages and look for a comment to post on and do that daily? Yes, that's a good place to start, Joey. So network with the people that you're already connected to. You can always friend request new people. You can go into groups of interests that you have and meet new people. There's plenty of strategies around how to sort of connect with existing people and new people. Laurie, this is day 5 of being intentional about now. And Laurie's doing this at the moment. I know she's pretty much doing exactly what I've said today. She's been doing this she's on day 5 of being intentional about liking, loving, and commenting. And I'm currently helping an ambassador get through the process. This, what works. So I know the amount of conversations Laurie is having at the moment is gone through the roof, because she's being more intentional about liking, loving, and commenting on other people's stuff. So she's seeing more of their stuff. The algorithm is working just in 5 days. Okay, Joey's up for the challenge. Woohoo! So Joanne, would you connect with the same people for 30 days that you've made friends with? I'm up for this. Not necessarily, you don't want to just suddenly come out of the woodwork and you've never shown up and then you're bombarding somebody for 30 days. So it can be different people. It doesn't have to be the same people. But just connect for 30 days. So it can be different people. It doesn't have to be the same people. You'll better hurry up. I'm 5 days ahead of you. I'm up for that challenge from Donna. How do I decide who to put on this list? I have 2,000 friends. So you need to painstakingly, you only have to do it once, Joey, but you need to painstakingly go through your friends list and work out from their profile. Some of them you may know, some of them you may not, and think, just don't spend too long on it. Don't overthink it. Just like, does this look like a normal person, for starters? And is this somebody that I could connect with that I might have similarities with, or that could be a potential prospect? Or is this somebody totally off the radar that's talking about all political stuff on their news feed? No, that's not somebody I want to work with. That's not somebody I necessarily want to deal with. So just analyze a little bit, Joey, but don't overanalyze that it takes you a month to go through your friends list and put them on a list. Just go through them quickly, have a look at them, and make a judgment call. Okay, a couple more comments because I've talked long enough. I have a girl that's showed interest in my business a while back, and we chatted, and a few weeks ago I started just commenting here and there on her posts, put a heart, and yesterday she messaged me that she wants to be on my team. Boom! Amazing. So you've given her some love. You've noticed her, showed interest in your business a while back. So she was looking. And this is exactly what we talked about in the coaching community this week, is look at people that are looking at you and go and give them some love. They're already looking at you. They're not cold to you. So be very aware of who's actually showing up in your stories, who's liking and loving your comment, and go and give it back. And you never know what will eventuate from that. Okay. All right. I'm in for 30 days. Excellent. Awesome. Okay. And last comment here from Laurie. Who do you want to target, Joanne? That's your first order of things to straighten out. Are you looking for customers or teammates? And generally 2 different lists. Yep, good point, Laurie. So in your Facebook list, you could actually, have a list for potential customers and a list for potential teammates, and you can even create a post and just send it to that list. So it's very highly targeted. It's an amazing feature that Facebook has given you for free. So utilize it to your advantage. But the bottom line here is, if you want to get more engagement, sorry, my legs are getting sore now. If you want to get more engagement from social media, you have to give more and then let the algorithm continue to work for you. But if you don't have much going on at the moment, it's your job to change that. It's not going to automatically change by itself. Okay, so I hope you're up for the challenge. It's not that difficult to do, and you can get amazing benefits from it. Okay, so test it out. Laurie's 5 days in already, and she's having amazing results. So that's what it's all about. Okay, now just a reminder before I go, check out attractionmarketing.com/Helen and get your what do you call them? Virtual ticket to Digital Networker Live. Why, there's a $200 discount on that. That's only for a few more days. So you don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss that opportunity. You will learn so much. It's that event a few years ago that changed everything for me. I was there in person. There is, that adds to the experience, but just the learning, the ideas, the creativity, learning what to concentrate on, learning the latest and greatest things that are working on social media. I know there's training on TikTok, on Reels, on all the latest things, content creation, strategies to get more customers, definitely strategies to get more teammates, automation, duplication. Like, we're covering the whole lot in Vegas over a full 3 days of content. So that is an investment that you want to make. So have a look at that information above. The link is above if you're on my Facebook page or group, or if you can't see it, just go to attractionmarketing.com/Helen. Highly encourage you get the digital ticket. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Please act on what I'm sharing with you today, because it's the little things that you do every day that'll make a difference in your business. It's not the all in for 1 week and all out for 3 weeks, and then you're sitting there wondering why your business isn't growing. It's the little things that you do every day. And we are in a relationship business, and I don't care what strategies you learn on social media, nothing overrides the fact that we are in a relationship business. We deal with people. And when people know, like, and trust you, they will buy from you. So you want people to know, like, and trust you, that you don't want people to be skeptical of you. Okay? All right, so make sure you join me tomorrow. I'm going to see, who knows who the Harlem Globetrotters are? Have you heard of them? They're American, aren't they? They're in my city, in my state of South Australia, and I'm taking the family there tonight. So that's what I'm up to tonight, and I need it. I need a bit of fun. I need a bit of an outlet. So I'll let you know tomorrow how it was. We have seen them once before, and they're just so clever. They're so cool. So I'll tell you about that tomorrow. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. All right, guys. Catch you then. Bye.